are making my ACHA tour, my NCAA tour. Got to Nashville, Tennessee, said I've got to stop in at Tennessee State. Got Nick Guerrero with me. Nick, give us that title now, because I think you wear like 11 hats. So what do you do here at Tennessee State, and what has it got to do with the potential for hockey?
Yeah, so my title here is Assistant Athletic Director for Communications and Creative. I'm also the person who's kind of trying to put together our hockey team here at TSU. We made the announcement in June, and we're a couple months into it, so we're in the process of hiring our first director of hockey operations, and that person will come in and work with me and our athletic director to find those student athletes that want to come to TSU and get some funding for the program.
All right, you brought me into this beautiful building. I know that you tell me there's things that need to be done. I get it. But I want to show our listeners, if you want to tell us a little bit about what this seats, all of that, I'm going to take a little scan here, let our viewers take a look at it and make the decision for themselves. Could you play hockey in this building is the question I ask.
It's a good question. Obviously, the Gentry Center is where we host our men's and women's basketball games. We have concerts here and our graduation as well. Could you play hockey here? That's a great question. One point when we were kind of exploring everything that we're doing, took a tape measure, went from one side to the other, and could there be a situation where you could play hockey here? Of course. I think every facility, every basketball arena could at some point have hockey in it. I do know that our university is exploring the potential of a facility, and potentially with the help of the NHL, the Predators, that could come to reality soon. But the Gentry Center was built in the 80s and has definitely stood up well for Tennessee State. Our band, the Aristocrata Bands, rock this place every Thursday or Saturday during Ohio Valley Conference play. But you know what? It would be a place that would be just your traditional barn. This is something that you look at, and maybe this has that feel of a Northeast school. But they always say never when it comes to facilities. We would need some help to redo the facility and put the pipes down and everything. But we're exploring all options, as they say.
And when you look at this, it's got a beautiful lower bowl, so to speak. And I was telling you off camera, I said, I think there's a lot of things you could do here to bring 4,000 to 6,000 lower bowl seats, which would be beautiful and perfect for this. Since your announcement was made, what was that, June, and your phone blew up and we had you on the podcast? Yeah, what's the progress been like? How are things going right now? And do you have a timeline yet?
No timeline right now, but since June, and speaking with you guys, it's been meetings on meetings on meetings, speaking with the different conferences to see, ACHA and AAU. Obviously, we're going to start as a club team in 24, and we have to build it from the ground up, just like an expansion team. So talking with the equipment companies, talking with some local vendors, and trying to see what is the best product for Tennessee State being the first HBCU to have hockey. Like I said, we're excited to drop a puck in about a year's time right now, and it's going to be a lot to do. And obviously, with our president, Dr. Glover, and Dr. Allen, our athletic director, fully on board, it's going to be something that is going to be exciting over the next 12 months.
Has there been chatter from the student section, potential players that may want to join up with this group? Should that become a reality?
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of interest from some students that want to be a part of the team, but we've also gotten a lot of interest from students that just want to be a part of the management team. Whether it's the social media, whether it's equipment, or just helping out in the offices. As you see, a lot of club teams are student-led and student-run. Tennessee State will be run by the athletic department and myself, but it's great to see that there are kids that are interested in the sport of hockey and interested on the media side and even on the marketing side to try and help push this program.
Okay, so before I let you go, what's the next step? Where would you say you are in the next step of the process, and when do you have something you want to tell us?
Sure. The next step in the process would be finalizing all of our interviews for the Director of Hockey Ops position. I'd like to have that position in place. Our homecoming is October 14th, so in a Disney World, I'd love to be able to stand on the 50 with a person standing next to me to make that announcement. But if that doesn't happen, we'll do it at the right time with the right candidate. After that, it's going to be a grind. We got to put the schedule together, get the equipment, get the kids, and just kind of go for that funding. We've got our donation page on tsutigers.com/hockey. So, if anybody is out there looking to help us out, we'll take what we can get, and try and make and be the break the barrier in college hockey from an HBCU side.
Okay, I love the facility. I love the campus. I think it's perfect. It's on campus. The final one for you is, if you can't get this place renovated and in here, there are other options, are there not?
Yeah, there's 4 or 5 rinks within Nashville proper. About a mile from our campus is Centennial, where the Predators have their facility. It's city-owned. Then there are the Ford Ice rinks in Bellevue and Antioch, which the Predators have their name on it. There's a facility up in Clarksville, which is about 45 minutes north, that which is brand new, that has a rink in it as well. And there's potential to maybe do some things at Bridgestone and work with our partnership with the Predators. Anything can happen, as they say, but we're just excited to put a team together, and wherever we play, we play.
Nick, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate your hospitality as always, and best of luck in the process.
Thank you very much.